and welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. If I look like I just did a line of blow and I look disheveled and I look like I just ran away from the cops or I look like I just woke up in the Hangover movie, it's because I didn't, but I have been having a rough week and I normally don't like to admit this. But anyhow, we're going to be talking about less about me and more so about other people, which is what this podcast tends to be about at times. And we're going to be talking about the most bland ass how do you say this? The most bland ass motherfuckers in the world. We're gonna be talking about Hilary Duff, and we're gonna be talking about Justin Baldoni, that one dude who everybody hated, who was on Zach and The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, which they were lucky because their life was actually sweet. But if you were on the cast of Drake and Josh, then things weren't so sweet. We've all seen that documentary. And anyhow, going back to Hilary Duff, she's making a resurgence. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because she has a good marketing team. I wish I had her marketing team on my YouTube marketing team. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to be living in this. Yeah, it's not a bad. It's this room itself isn't horrible, but the house itself is. I have an abusive mother. I live with a terrible fucking landlords. In the whole shebang, you know. The before you make it starter pack. And anyhow, yeah, there's this whole resurgence regarding Hilary Duff. She's making bland music. She never has stopped. So I don't want you thinking, well, Alex, she's always been making this shitty music. Yeah, no, she always has. And you've seen her performances. They're lip synced to the lip sync. I mean, my goodness. If I don't know who is an artist who's known for lip syncing, but obviously there's Ashley Simpson who was caught, if you know that, the infamous Ashley Simpson leak, or not really leak, but where she was out singing and oh, it's been so whatever that song is. It's catchy as hell. It's so catchy I don't even remember it, but it's a shame. And this is how shitty of a neighborhood it is. You hear that? Random dog barking, and you'll hear some gunshots in a few seconds. You'll hear the sirens. You hear my mom yell. Well, maybe that's the one thing you won't hear, because that's the one time she actually kind of respects me when I'm recording. But yeah, bland woman. I was watching an interview on with I think it was like Good Morning America, and you know how sometimes they have these like actors and actresses who have gone on to do amazing work. Well, I felt bad for the guy who was interviewing him because he looked like the guy from Full House. He looked like Bob Saget. And anyhow, he's like, what was it that you told? How hard was it for you to get ready for this tour? He's like, this is it. He's like, we're entering acting mode. So, Hilary, how hard was it for you to, get ready for this whole tour? You know, it must have been hard. You know, you're going to be touring for so long. And now we cut back to Hilary Duff. I told myself I'm a bad bitch. Cut back to the interviewer. Did it work? And cut back to Hilary. Oh, well, yeah, it did. Look at me. Now, deep down, somewhere in that laugh, when he was like laughing at Hilary's bullshit statements, he was like, God, I could be interviewing O.J. Simpson right now, or the lawyer of O.J. Simpson, the dream team, the group of lawyers. I could be interviewing I would rather be interviewing the chick who got her face ripped off by that chimpanzee in 2009, but instead I'm here. But enough of her bland bullshit, because that's the thing about bland people, you can't really talk too much about them. But here's the next person we're going to be talking about. We're going to go ahead and be talking about...
Yes, we all get it. Hilary Duff is bland. But now let's talk about Justin Baldoni. But let's not forget that the other guy to blame is also Rand Reynolds. These Canadians act like they are saints until they have a scandal. The last thing I need is for Ryan Gosling to have a scandal and for all Canadians to be crazy or rude. I just saw Project Hail Mary, and it even made me a killer cry. But back to this Justin Baldoni guy has his bland, probably more bland than an unseasoned chicken breast. The only thing I know him from is from that episode of Zack and Cody, but I do have to give it to him because he sure plays a great villain and it ends with yus. I mean, he makes Darth Vader look like a puppy. I would not even treat Tiffany like that, and I'm Chucky Butt. Enough with the bland poeple dot properly. Sign off. This is the Broken Kid podcast, and I will see you later.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah. Well, I guess that's Chucky. We were expecting to introduce him, not like that, of course. Huh. My podcast just got hijacked by a demonic doll. You know what the weird thing is? I bought that doll off of Spencer's. Yeah. Holy